Oh, here we go again. Another actress complaining about overall pay because, Hollywood actresses are so underpaid nowadays compared to the normal folk in the real world. Neve Campbell on exiting Scream franchise over pay. I couldn't walk on set feeling undervalued because she's done so much other than Scream. I would love to hear what you've been doing since Scream 5. Oh, wait, that's right. You did a Lincoln Lawyer TV show, which wasn't that good. The star of the hit horror films told people about departing over salary negotiations. I honestly don't believe that if I were a man. Notice that she had to make it about men versus women, because that's all they ever do. And had done 5 installments of a huge blockbuster franchise. It's not a blockbuster, by the way. Over 25 years, that the number that I was offered would be the number that would be offered to a man. Notice that she doesn't actually tell you what the number was, so it makes me think that it was actually a decent offer. She just wanted a little bit more. She continues on here and continues talking about how if it was a man, if the roles were switched, probably would have got a decent offer. Again, she doesn't bring up the actual money, and I find it funny that she talked about this openly in public about how she felt undervalued. Maybe to get the Twitter mob all up and roused to make sure to do a hashtag give Nev her money nonsense, because to be quite fair about stuff like this, it just gets under my skin when Hollywood elites want to go and complain about how much money they don't get as if they're suffering. Um, Women like this are often, have their own private security, their agents, their assistants, all this nice stuff that, normal people don't have. So I am pretty sure that this was a case of they offered you a decent amount, but it wasn't what you actually wanted. So you went out and cried about it and cried about how you didn't get money because you're a woman. I'm pretty sure Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence, Anna de Armas, they're all doing just fine as they are right now. I don't hear Anna de Armas complaining about uh, her salary with The Gray Man, which I'm pretty sure she made a decent paycheck off that film. But it's another case of that these actors just don't understand the landscape of the world, that normal people who go see your films don't want to hear you cry and complain about how you didn't make $45 million or whatever the case may be. Obviously, that's a over exaggeration, but it's a case of normal folks who suffer and have to go paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. Don't want to hear about how you didn't get a salary of God knows how much money that they were willing to give you for a franchise that has been suffering for God knows how long. Now, granted, if you look over here, Scream 5 over here made $140 million on the box office, which is a vast improvement from the last one. And it was a successful film and an overall decent film, apart from the narrative of that all fans are toxic. Uh, this film did well, and maybe it warranted her getting a decent paycheck, but we don't know what she was offered. And like I said, she conveniently didn't tell us what she was offered. So I always find it interesting that in the landscape we live in now, it's okay to use the woman card. But if it was switched, if a man came out and complained about his paycheck, it'd be a case of the Twitter mob would be laughing at him because of the patriarchy or his male privilege that really doesn't exist anymore. Um, but yeah, I just found this rather hysterical. I'm a fan overall of Neve Campbell. I've enjoyed her movies in Scream, and I enjoyed her in House of Cards. But when you go out and you publicly make this kind of statement, it just basically exposes you to be a very greedy and narcissistic person. Because she talks about being valued. Hollywood isn't about value. It's about what can you give the studio. And to be fair, all you can give the studio is nostalgia. Because let's also be fair that in the last film, she wasn't even in the movie all that much. It was more focused on these newer characters. And that's what Hollywood really needs to start doing, is focus on newer characters and less on the nostalgia. Because, that worked out for Star Wars and worked out for Ghostbusters. So we won't even talk about that. But yeah, I just found this rather annoying overall. I wish she had just, stayed silent. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, and like this video and subscribe. Bye.